It is undeniable that Christian groups do a very great deal of good on this planet. Aid work, support for the poor, education in the third world, peace advocacy and more. I suspect also that as a percentage of their community, they do more of such work than members of the secular population. For a long time I've struggled with the dichotomy that people who are doing the most to retard the planet's emotional growth are also the very people doing the most to help its people with their very most basic needs: food, shelter, education, even a sense of moral framework. Surely the disadvantages created by the small number of theists actually doing violence and promoting hate are massively outweighed by the advantages created by the millions, even billions of believers who promote love and tolerance and who do vast amounts of good on this planet. Let me reframe the question in the form of an analogy. Imagine a children's home for starving, homeless, unloved orphans. It houses 1,000 such needy kids. However, it is run by a paedophile. He provides all the things that children need: food, shelter, love, protection. But he regularly abuses 5 of the kids, just 0.5% of the community. Imagine that there was no other choice for those kids but this charitable individual, that they would be unloved, hungry and homeless without him. Perhaps he uses the home as a means to get close to kids, perhaps not. Perhaps his victims will go on to abuse others, perhaps not. For the sake of 995 kids, do you allow the man to continue running the home, knowing that there is no other choice for the other kids? Most people are comfortable with the idea of the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few. They understand the idea of triage, where those with the best chance of benefiting are the ones to whom the resources are channelled first, sacrificing others. But I doubt very much that more than a few percent of people would allow the paedophile to continue running the home. Why? Because some things are more fundamental than mere numbers. Some actions are too heinous to simply put victims on one side of a scale and people saved on the other and say, look, more saved than victimised. Crimes that assault the very core of a person's humanity, his mind, his emotional equilibrium, his ability to reason impartially, go beyond mere numbers. Exploitation of children, sexual violation of adults, intimidation and bullying are all violations of the self that are increasingly seen by civilised society with distaste or worse, and in many cases are sentenced more heavily than murder, which says something for the values of our society. That's why I believe that Christianity should continue to be condemned as the mind cancer it is, in spite of the tremendous amount of good works that the religious do on this planet, because the cost is simply too high. In my town there's a skateboard park called Legacy XS. It's run by a Christian coalition, and inside there are paintings of Jesus on the wall. Once per day, skating stops, and for 15 minutes the kids have the optional opportunity to explore Christianity and the Bible. Such parks exist all over America. To the people that run them they're known as skate church. To everyone else they're simply skate parks. When a parent signs the waiver forms for Legacy, there's no mention of religion on the building, and only the briefest mention in the waiver form. The website says nothing about its funding, and although the word church does appear, at no point is it used in connection with any of the sporting activities. The centre unquestionably does fantastic work, espousing great virtues and providing a wealth of recreational opportunities for kids and teenagers, but at what cost? Like the paedophile dressing up as a clown to entertain sick children, Christians just cannot be trusted to do good works without a sickening ulterior agenda. You only have to look at their history of missionary work to see that the aid they provide often comes at the cost of conversion, by choice or coercion, to Christianity. Indeed, the very education provided by such missions is as much about brainwashing as it is about expanding the opportunities for the poor. Yes, we'll teach you to read, but only if it's the Bible. Yes, we'll teach you to think, but only so far as it doesn't conflict with our Bronze Age beliefs on contraception, sexuality, the origins of life, or the nature of existence itself. Every package of Christian love comes with a little seed of infection that theists hope will blossom into the fully fledged disease of Christian faith, more harmful to mankind than the Black Death, which only infected 1/3 of the population and killed 25 million people. The virus of Christianity, at last count, was infecting over 2 billion people, and erodes reason, self-responsibility, and detracts from commitment to the enrichment of one's own short existence and the furtherance of mankind, replacing all that instead with the insidious, controlling, anti-reason ideology called faith. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please take the time to rate and comment, and it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. Thank you.